Ho ho ho! Another week, and yet again, House of the Dragon delivers another stellar episode. Guys, don't sleep on the show. Do yourself a favor, start watching this immediately. Now, let's dive right in. After the devastating ending of episode 1. Now, I actually want to talk about the ending quickly. Look, guys, television is a little bit different now, let's be honest. So it's a fine line. On the one hand, people are disappointed. They wanted to see it happen on screen. I understand, because it is Game of Thrones. But on the one hand, if it happened on screen, some people would have said this is bad. This is too brutal for television. This should be censored. Because, I mean, look at season 1. Season 1 had a few scenes at the beginning that people were like, no ways, this is bad. I can't watch this. I can't look at the screen. But listen, HBO makes mature television. It's for adults. So you must know what you're getting yourself into when you watch one of these shows. So that's just me on Blood and Cheese. Now, episode 2 is titled Rhaenyra the Cruel. Not a fitting title, but you can only imagine what this is insinuating. Basically, what's happening here is, after the ending of episode 1, who better to blame than the queen, the supposed queen of the realm? That's why it's insane to think that Otto Hightower is still pulling the strings. I actually think that this guy has no heart at all. This guy, it's all about strategy. How can I make this look? What will the outcome be? Let's make it work in our favor. And I think I don't know if I should applaud the guy or if it's difficult when it comes to Otto Hightower, which brings me to the performance, guys. Rhys delivers a standout performance in this episode as Otto Hightower. It's incredible. There's a scene with him, Aegon, and Kristen Cole. I won't go into detail, but it's incredible, guys. He absolutely nailed it. I mean, if you have a show that's well written, the storyline on its own is incredible. But if you have acting of this caliber, come on, guys. There's no way you can go wrong. Let's talk a little bit more about where everybody finds themselves in this episode. Now, I want to talk about Aegon. Aegon, basically, he's a shadow of the person that we saw in episode 1, the magnanimous. No, that was a jokey, not taking things seriously at all. But after the devastation, you can tell that he's broken. He is absolutely broken. I think after that event, he now understands the severity and the seriousness of what he's actually dealing with. I mean, you can call yourself the king, but there's certain things that will have to be on your radar and know that the possibility of these things happening is always there. And I feel like this episode, he comes to the realization that there's no more fun in games. No more fun in games. This is serious business. This might be a pivotal moment. Actually, it is a pivotal moment in the whole story of the Dance of the Dragons. I won't go into detail, but this is where we see what Aegon is actually made of. Now, the episode being titled Rhaenyra the Cruel, she is still dealing with her own grief and loss. And then out of the blue, you get blamed for the killing of the king's child. That's insane. And the word spread so quickly because of the plan that Otto devised to paint a gruesome picture of Rhaenyra. And Daemon, yes, Daemon has a smug on his face, and Rhaenyra immediately knows what happened. But instead of just asking him what happened, let's play the blame game. I mean, it's simple. Everybody knows it's Daemon. He has the capacity to do something stupid and then just think of himself. And that's what this has come across as, him just thinking about himself. Revenge. But the unfortunate thing was, it was actually a mistake, and Rhaenyra can't see that it was a mistake. So there's a little bit of an altercation between them, and I'd love to see how that unfolds. But this is just the beginning, man. There's so much still that has to happen. This might actually be better than Game of Thrones by the time we reach the end of House of the Dragon. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. It might become better because all the material is out. You can go actually read what happens right now. But watching the show and watching how everything unfolds makes it that much more intriguing. Aemon finds himself contemplating his own life because he was the intended target. Now, he's actually coming to the realization that, you know what, I am dangerous. I am the threat. I have Vhagar. Come at me. So that's scary. It's scary because he actually is all that and more, which, okay, not more, because the dude is skinny. If you watch this episode, the dude is just bones, no meat, just bones, but scary. Still makes him scary. I mean, he has the one eye, so it's pretty intimidating. But yes, and then you have Alicent, the queen. She actually has mixed emotions in this episode because on the one hand, you're dealing with the fact that your daughter lost a child, and on the other hand, you're dealing with the fact that your daughter actually caught you in the act. Mixed emotions. Crazy. Which brings me to Criston Cole. Now, Criston Cole is a character that I absolutely loved in season 1. I had a little bit of sympathy for him because of what happened to him. But he is slowly but surely becoming the most despicable character in the show. And watching him unravel has been interesting and also very nauseating. Now, this week, he puts a plan into motion that ends the episode on a cliffhanger. Very selfish what he did. He was only thinking about himself and his own guilt. And I don't know, guys. Like, I love to see what happens to Cole. Yes. I would love to see how this whole thing plays out. And guys, there's just a few plot lines that's unfolding on the show. This is very interesting stuff, guys. You cannot afford to sleep on the show. If you miss House of the Dragon, that's all on you, guys. You cannot afford to miss television of the highest caliber storytelling, writing, set design, everything. This feels like a feature film. Even this episode was almost feature length. Could have been a feature length film. That's how good this is. 2 episodes in, and the stakes are very high. And it can only get worse from here on, guys. I mean, wow. House of the Dragon, Rhaenyra the Cruel. Come on, man. 7 days. I have to wait 7 days for the next episode. Oh, wow. Please let me know down below in the comment section. What do you guys think? Are you watching this? You should. be watching this. I mean, if you can watch The Acolyte, there is no excuse for not watching this. Let me know down below in the comment section. I will catch you guys on the next video. And once again, thank you for watching.